Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 7th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. A lot of stuff happened yesterday, but we're going to start with college basketball because that was the national championship from yesterday. And Michigan won. They are the men's basketball champions for the NCAA. Congratulations to them. They won 69 to 63. They got close late. But Michigan, they held on. They won by their biggest lead was 11. And they held on and won this game. If you're looking for some expert analysis, you're in the wrong place. Um, if you, for this particular sport, college basketball, I do not know anything about it. But we're gonna get to the stuff I do know about, but we do got to mention it. It's a huge deal. So congrats to Michigan. Um, I did not watch the game, but if you did, drop a comment, whatever. Let's get on to the stuff that I know a little bit about. We'll start with hockey. Yesterday, the San Jose Sharks beat the Chicago Blackhawks. Final score 3-2. Big win for the Sharks. Nedeljkovic had 27 saves and 29 shots. Eklund had 2 points, a goal, and an assist. Sherwood had a goal. Will Smith had a goal and a great pass by Colin Graff. This was the pretty big game. I mean, for the Sharks, considering where they are in the standings, and also the additional storylines: Celebrini versus Bedard, two similar players, two top picks, number one overall picks in back-to-back years, both very good players. But the Sharks won this game 3-2. And the other game that went on was the Kings and the Predators. This one went to overtime, where the Kings won in a shootout 3-2. So that's not good because both of these teams were ahead of us, and the Predators still got a point even though they lost. So that was probably worst case scenario there. We wanted it to end in regulation. It did not. Um, both goalies were good, and then in the shootout, the second straight shootout between the Kings and the Predators in games they've played each other, the winning goal was Kempe on the shootout, and so that was that game. We'll go back to and then the other game that went on was the Jets and the Kraken. This is another big game because the Jets with this win go up to 80 points, just three back of Los Angeles, and the Kraken now go to 75 points, and they're now eight 8 points back of the Kings. Um, so the Kraken, this could be the final nail in the coffin for their season. Um, but we'll see though. And the other game, the last game was the Sabres beat the Lightning 4-2. What does this mean for the East? Well, it means that the Sabres are now tied with the Lightning on points, even with 102. The Lightning still have the head-to-head tiebreaker, and the Hurricanes have 104. The Canadians play today; they have 100 points, and then it's some some ways back from their other teams. But for the Sharks in the game, though, I thought that I felt like we could have been a little bit better. I mean, the Blackhawks finished with 29 shots. It felt like almost all of those came in the third period, and the Sharks finished with 23. We did out hit them by 19, which is great. Definitely won the faceoffs. Where we were, I also felt that we were a little bit sloppy turning it over, but I think, yeah, we definitely should have been better in this game. We'll definitely need to be better if we're going to play some better teams like the Oilers on Thursday and the Canucks, or the Oilers on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, the Ducks. Those are some tough teams to play. We still have Nashville, so we'd like to clean that up. But that's what hockey looks like. Heading into the day where there are some big games going on. The Predators play the Ducks. The Oilers and the Mammoth Golden Knights go to Vancouver. Some big games in the East as well. There are some big games: Bruins, Hurricanes, Lightning, Senators, Blue Jackets, Red Wings. But let's look at the East or the West. Sorry, let's look at how the Sharks are shaping up here. In that For that final wild card spot, the first one is held by the Golden Knights, who are actually only 3 points up on the Los Angeles Kings, who hold that final wild card spot. So it's not as far apart as it once was. It's a lot closer. The teams fighting for the teams that are fighting to avoid the first wild card spot and the teams fighting to have the second wild card spot, the gap isn't as crazy anymore. The Oilers, who are in fourth in the West, are only 4 points up on the Kings, who have that eight seed, and yeah, that's not that big of a difference. It's really not. The Sharks are 6 points back of the Oilers, who we'll play them tomorrow. That'll be the matchup. The Ducks also have 87 points, and we play them on Thursday. So it's actually a lot closer than it was like a week ago, a week or two ago, and it's still a big if. It's not guaranteed that that gap's going to stay the same, but uh, just a two win difference between the four seed and the eight seed. Um, I guess it's because the Ducks have slid a little bit, and yeah, I it's a lot closer though. But the Kings have 83, the Predators have 82, and they're on the outside looking in. They're the first team on the outside. The Sharks 81 points of their win last night, so just 2 points back still at final wild card spot, which is good. Good that we won there because regardless of what happened in LA, one of the teams was going to get full 2 points. And it was good that the Sharks were able to win and keep pace because no matter what happened, somebody was going to get 2 points because they were playing each other. So that's hockey. We'll go over to baseball now. The Giants yesterday lost to the Philadelphia Phillies. Final score 6-4. Both teams had 11 hits. And I was at the game with Noah, and the winning pitcher in this game was Bowlin, the losing pitcher, Baraki, Duran, Yohan Duran. He got the save, his fourth. Look, I went into the game calling out the offense, saying you guys got to step it up, and they actually did step it up. 4 runs isn't like a crazy amount, but they all came, against the starting pitcher, Painter, which is good. We got on him early. He gave up those 4 earned runs. We didn't get anything after that, but compared to other games, I think this is a positive result. And we had 11 hits in this game, and we also had some at bats like Adamas and Devers, where they made solid contact, hitting line drives that just found a glove, and we also had solid line drives for hits as well. So I was actually really pleased with the way the offense played. I mean, you definitely want more than 4 runs, but you take four instead of zero, right? And we could have even had more hits if it wasn't for some great defensive plays by Philadelphia. So I'm actually happy with the way the offense played. You like to see another walk or two. I mean, we only had one, so you like to see more. But if you're getting 11 hits, that's good. The problem, though, in this game was the bullpen. The bullpen blew the game on Sunday, and they blew the game yesterday. Adrian Hauser was pretty good. He gave up 4 earned runs over 6+ innings, and he came out of the game having only given up two. So, I mean, I thought he pitched well. He was battling. He was efficient. Got through 6+ innings. Worked into the seventh. When the bullpen came in, they let it up. Baraki gave up 2 earned runs and got the loss in this one. I thought that this was potentially a blunder by Tony. It's stressful situation, multiple guys on base in the seventh inning. I know Miller pitched yesterday, so maybe he wasn't available, but I would have rather seen Matt Gage there than Baraki, and Gage did end up pitching in this game. I would have rather seen Gage. I would have wanted to see Miller first of all because if you had to have a lefty there, because it was Schwarber and Harper, and then Stott down the line do up. In the order of lefties I would want to see would be Miller, and then Gage, and then Baraki, and it was Baraki, and he blew the save in this one. Um, yeah, I was not pleased with the way the bullpen was. Um, and on the other hand, the Philadelphia Phillies, their bullpen was very good. They did not allow a run. All the runs in this game came off of the starter, Andrew Painter. He went 4 innings and gave up 4 earned runs. And then after that, it was Alvarado, Keller, Meza, Bullen who got the win, and then Yohan Duran came in throwing gas and got the save. So the Phillies bullpen was very good. The Giants bullpen was not. And that was the difference in this game, in my opinion, because both teams had the same amount of hits. And, you know, I thought it was the Giants bullpen that lost the game and the Phillies bullpen that won the game for them. So other scores around the league yesterday. The Rays beat the Cubs 6-4. Winning pitcher was Kelly. The loss went to Tyone of the Cubs, and Baker got the save. The Royals beat the Guardians 4-2. Winning pitcher was Waka, who went 7 strong innings. The loss went to Palete, and the save went to Lucas Ursek, his third. Reds beat the Marlins 2-0. Williamson got the win. He's 1-1. Jung got the loss, even though he got 2 earned runs over 7 1/3. He still got the loss. And Pagani got his fourth save. The Padres beat the Pirates 5-0. Herman Marquez got the win. I just got reminded I'm going to update my fantasy team real quick. Hope it's not too late. I like my fantasy team because I was thinking about Mason Miller, so that's why. Quick lineup, please. I think I'm all good. I don't think McLean's not pitching today, so it's all right. Losing pitcher in this one was Bubba Chandler. The Brewers beat the Red Sox 8-6. The win went to Ashby. He's 3-0 already as a reliever. The loss went to Whitlock, and the save went to Zerpa. The interesting thing from this game is William Contreras got hit by a pitch in this one, and he's been hit many, many times. And he said that there's like something going around that he's going to fight the Brewers, or he's going to like hurt the Brewers players, or which is interesting because his brother's on the other team. So we'll keep an eye out for that. The Nationals beat the Cardinals 9-6. Winning pitcher was Perez in relief. The loss went to Swanson. The Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 14-2 in a World Series rematch. Robleski got the win. The loss went to Scherzer, who got hurt. The Dodgers crushed the Blue Jays 14-2, and they put in Miguel Rojas to pitch because he was the one who hit the game-tying homer. It's super petty. The Orioles beat the White Sox 2-1. Winning pitcher was Young. Loss went to Fetty, and the save went to Ryan Helsley. The Twins beat the Tigers 7-3. Winning pitcher Joe Ryan. Nice outing. Mize got the loss. The save went to Lawyerson. The Rangers beat the Mariners 2-1. Beeks got the win in relief of DeGrom. Gilbert got the loss, and the save went to Junis, former Giant. Rockies beat the Astros 9-7. Winning pitcher was Feltner. The losing pitcher was Weiss. The save went to Mejia. The Angels beat the Braves 6-2. Oh my goodness. Jose Soriano, 8 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 1 earned run. And Chris Sale got the loss in this game, giving up 6 earned. Jose Soriano is looking like the best pitcher in baseball. He's 3-0. He struck out 21 batters over 20 innings. Second in Ks, first in innings pitched. He's only given up 1 run over those 20 innings. He's having a fantastic start to the year. And Jordan Romano, who got his 4th save of the year. And then the Phillies beat the Giants. So today, what's going on? We got the Guardians and the Royals. Gavin Williams starting versus Cameron. We got the Orioles and the White Sox. Trevor Rogers going for the Orioles. He's a good pitcher. Again, he's their ace. And then Shane Smith is the White Sox best pitcher. Gallen for the D-backs against Peralta for the Mets, 2 aces. Javier Assad for the Cubs against Englert for the Rays. Nick Pivetta going up against Paul Skeens, Padres Pirates. That should be a great one. Andrew Abbott for the Reds against Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. Those are 2 aces going at it. Liberator for the Cards versus Cavalli for the Nats. It's going to be Mizorowski for Milwaukee and Crochet for Red Sox. That's a great pitching matchup. The A's start Savali in New York against Cam Schlittler. The Dodgers put up Yamamoto against Gosman, 2 aces. That's another World Series rematch. They faced off in 2 World Series games, and the Dodgers won both. Skubal versus Bradley, Tigers Twins. The Mariners, Kirby versus Eovaldi for the Rangers. Astros, Burrows versus Freeland for the Rockies. I hope he gets shelled. Reynaldo Lopez for the Braves against Kikuchi for the Angels. And the Giants take on the Phillies at Oracle. Christopher Sanchez going up against Robbie Ray. 2 good left-handed pitchers. And look, man, here's the deal. I hope that we can get 1 hit today. I fully don't expect us to win this game. And I think that a successful game would be not getting no hit. If we can get a run or maybe a couple runs, then I'd be satisfied with that. And I think it's gonna take a heroic effort from Robbie Ray tonight to win this ball game. I really don't see a way for us to win this game unless he does something incredible. Because not only are we scuffling hard at 3-8 through the first 11 games, but Christopher Sanchez is one of the best pitchers in the game. He's also a lefty, and we historically cannot hit lefties. I am quite worried about this game, and I really think that it could be the worst one of the season so far, which is saying something because we've had some stinkers. However, I am hopeful that it's going to go well for us, but I don't expect it to, which is unfortunate, right? So, yeah, that's that. Okay, that's baseball. Um, Basketball yesterday, stuff happened. The Warriors played the Kings today. We'll see if Steph can ball out again, and that's gonna do it for today's episode. I want to take a nap, if we're being honest. I'm tired. So that's baseball and all the other sports going on. Sharks do not play, but the Giants do and the Warriors do. And it's going to be a good day for sports. So lots of good pitching matchups for baseball. So if you got a chance, go watch that. So thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.